Hi everyone, my name is Vice and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Now, Makoto was found guilty, although I seriously doubt that he is guilty. Seriously doubt that he's guilty, and now I'm somehow in, I guess, like the sewage or something. I'm under the school somewhere, and I need to find a way, which I'm guessing is that door. But let's look around first. That's a rocket and a tank. Better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. I completely disagree, actually. Is that an airplane? How something like that wound up in the school's garbage pit? Garbage pit, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Desk, that's the desk he was sitting on. It's probably the one that fell down here with me, yes. Now door. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That's not surprising at all. That was pointless, too. Next, I searched for some water. Probably all stagnant. Yeah. How can I be sure which liquors I can drink, which ones are an all-around bad idea? Probably the smell. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was what? Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched a pile of garbage jostle and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over here? Something fell from above. What could it have been? Guess that pile of garbage right there? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched out my hand towards it, whatever it was that tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash? Rude. Kyoko. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. Yay, Kyoko.
It smells awful.
With ramen on her. And okay, whatever that swirly thing is, I've had that before in ramen. I've never been able to figure out exactly what it is. Kyoko.
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? Ah, excuse me. I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a little, just right there. You got a little garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash and face me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Yes. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come here to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. Abandoned you. Don't say that you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen. Sorry, I've not been yawning all day and then sit down and start yawning, yeesh. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there's a reason I had to survive no matter the cost. What'd you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive.
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for a very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least, I did. Once. Once. Until recently, I had forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory, that's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? First thing? Talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Ugh. Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. And if her memories were taken, the memories of everyone else might be taken too, which will explain why there's so many pictures of everyone together, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind. One of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case it'll make sense she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit on what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you're least likely to be a mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way. An ordinary kid like me could have been a mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
It's like a dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah. It's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help right away, so I can understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just your personality. If you know, say you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. That's right, you were. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. I knew it. I knew she was the ultimate detective. You had to find someone who?
So...
Well, there's the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why'd you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak headmaster? And that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes. I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point. When he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I'd snuck in the headmaster's room. And what'd you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. My only conclusion that someone who didn't know where anything was had been there. I mean, the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I find it at the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map shows the second floor is home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues. So I went to check.
Correct.
That's when I finally remembered. I remember that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So I went there to see if the headmaster... So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
Once I got there, I noticed the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized, whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see for yourself, and I'm sure you get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. So how are we gonna get out of here?
However...
Of course, once we got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras or monitors, so I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
However...
Let's be perfectly clear. I didn't kill her, and I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right. I'll say it's the mastermind or the headmaster, one of them. Remember, you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway...
All I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. I mean, because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. So since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use a class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? Make it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There's a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... during the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran to your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... whoever the master assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
Probably killed by the mastermind for failing. And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It could also be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use a class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use a class trial to try and kill you because he couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your dorm room. Everything it is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair. There's no doubt that Mukuro is the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking
That's
about
right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair.
See...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Oh, so that finished chapter 5. And for once, surviving students stay the same. Right, let's continue this then. Dream Island rocket present. I didn't think that was a rocket when I first saw it. Yeah, might as well. Achievement unlocked 5 alive, but there are 6 alive. Oh, I guess it's chapter 5. The Ultimate Despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Kind of. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. How do we get out of here? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it could open any door in the school, right? Like the one behind us?
That's right.
Yep. We should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally, we were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. I would be too, because I am absolutely terrified of heights. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work's in my blood. There's a time being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
because you take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That's how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned. I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
and yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, was because it's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. I don't think she just wanted to reconnect with her dad.
What?
Reconnect? I have absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all these years, right? We would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
there is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However...
but he had no interest in detective work. so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument. As young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. There is no reason to abandon your children. Ever. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. Probably because she just remembered a lot of crap, and it's probably hitting her pretty hard. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad of being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
When the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to cut him out just like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? No, I don't think so. And, you know, I got plenty of friends who I'm not related to at all that I would consider family. Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Hey, how deep underground were we? And how long did you have to climb? Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of the door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember the hatch on the ground near the trash room? Fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed up against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. And now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko. Thank you, I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course. But if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. It's not like we can run away. Ashley said that she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. They're saying rather than stress out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind's the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. He said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind's still exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There's a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was.
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. It'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. We're still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we? Sorry about that.
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. How do you know he's going to be in the gym? Okay. Map. And hit. I'm really glad I have that fast travel thing. Probably wouldn't be able to see anyone on the way anyway.
Well now.
Kyoko I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
Pung, pung.
You're supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing.
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. That's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again.
Me angry.
And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What? Thank you. But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that matters to you, right? I lose?
Hey.
You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because,
Well, you set up this latest crash trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as a blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. Entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is to be exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well.
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims out of shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. With just a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth.
Pung, pung.
And now you're trying to talk some kind of famous detective type?
Because,
If Makoto really was a killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. Well, I mean, I kind of would have wanted to do that too if I wasn't the blackened, because he did sort of try to crush me. He would have been gripped by the despair you love so much to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
That's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think of you if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Oh. Well, this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
One
final battle between hope and despair.
Oh, didn't think she'd say the entire line.
Hey,
Well, that'll make her a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer. Of the mastermind themselves. So I thought I heard my phone go off. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change up a little. So time for a bear joke. Wow. Or now, what you've suggested might be plausible, but it certainly makes one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Well, you're hoping out. Will my despair claim victory?
I can barely
Let's have
contain
one
myself.
final grisly showdown. He agreed. We still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
This is a long way to climax, right? Just guessing the killer's barely fitting
You
in.
guys!
For the final face-off, you have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. Oh, crap. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's plying around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely
that'll be
contain
enough to
myself.
qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how the ultimate despair revealed their own despair. I honestly can't believe how all this has turned out.
Hey,
Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a scene with 7 Hope Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go so quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm done talking.
really angry!
I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone, get out of here. Okay, I'm going, You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. You need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Yeah. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Yeesh. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast the school out to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
What did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
Yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
Think of it another way. Must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so,
They had to show the world something no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem,
The mastermind had been very adamant about not killing us directly but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other. And show that off to the world. But why? Ah, sorry. Got it though.
correct.
Prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sing to despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that. Try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
No hangry must make you, and yet That same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. Now, okay, all of this is very interesting, but kind of want to see the reactions of everyone else when they see Makoto alive. What?
In other words,
Because the goal is to broadcast his killing game to the world. The mastermind has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very
At
least,
least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us off themselves.
indeed.
That's precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use a class trial following the proper rules to get me killed. They began a class trial, didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. When that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have us shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's all thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. Wait a minute. I just saw something. Who did Makoto vote for in that trial? There's no way he would have voted for himself or Kyoko, so did he vote for Byakuya? I mean, I doubt he could have voted for Monokuma. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting such a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Where everything we've just gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. We can't defeat the mastermind, or it'll cost us our lives. There is no There is no option except to win.
Hey,
Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All I have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
Right now, we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
Probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Yes. We shall go. Hold on. Look at that. Okay, Kyoko's there. Or at least she's in the area somewhere. Kyoko! 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 And Kyoko! 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 And she's not here. Okay. Yes, okay, definitely not Byakuya's room. Who should I go to first? Not Toko. They're dead. Hina. This is Hina's room. Is she inside?
Hey,
I don't think she's in here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay. So I guess go back to Byakuya's room. This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside?
hey,
Don't think he's in here. We need to keep looking. Oh, that's... must be locked. That's not Toko's room. Is she inside?
hey,
Not in there. Okay, what about you? Hero's room.
hey,
Not in there. So where else would they be? Maybe the dining hall? And suddenly we're ready to go. I have no idea how to even begin to pronounce that. You again. Okay. Is he broken?
Whew.
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Whatever the heck that is, 61. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah,
Is that
yes.
Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Shut up!
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
No! Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw the faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, he smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up. Okay, well, all that was very interesting, but I'm about out of time. This seems like a good enough place to stop for the time being, so wow. There's gonna be a 6th trial, and this time, Monokuma's on the chopping block. And someone here is probably the mastermind. Yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. If you have suggestions for other games you need to play, let me know down in the comments. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next Vices Virtues. Catch y'all later.